Do you feel internal pressure this holiday season to spend a certain amount on people while you're doing your holiday shopping? Do you worry about how you'll be perceived based on the value of your gift? Will they wonder what you think of them? Will they know how much you care? Do you worry what they'll think of you? Well, I bet you find yourself overspending in the name of love. I mean, like, when did gifts become a measuring stick of love? That can leave you pressured all month long and totally financially strapped in January. I know you would love to take the pressure off of holiday buying. And right now is the perfect time to do this because right now you're making lots of trips to the mall, you're doing a whole bunch of online shopping. It is the perfect time to get rid of the pressure so that you can reconnect with the pleasure of giving. I'm Linda Bucher, Master Certified Life Coach, and I am known as the Clarity and Confidence Coach, and I work with smart, spirited, ambitious people who feel stuck in their lives. And I help them get clear on who they are, what they want, and how to get it. And along the way, I help them cultivate the confidence to make positive changes so that they can live the life that they are meant to live. I am also a mentor to new and emerging coaches and to solopreneurs in the healing arts, and an author and a professional speaker. And if you'd like to learn a little bit more about me and how I can help you get clear, get confident, and go big, head on over to lindabucher.com. But back to today's pressure of gift giving. So for me, it all started when my parents got divorced. So my dad moved out and I was a teenager, and me and my sisters, we all worried that he was like missing out because we were in a house and he was in an apartment. So I know I had that feeling of he's missing out. And then when he started dating my stepmom, she was professional and established, and she could afford to buy really expensive high-ticket gifts, which was really unknown to us because, you know, we were used to getting slippers and pajamas and whatever for Christmas. But she was buying really expensive, extravagant, wonderful gifts for my dad. So my sisters and I followed suit. So we tried to get more expensive things, higher ticket things, even when we couldn't afford it. And eventually we began pooling our money so we could get really expensive things. And anything that you do over and over and over ends up becoming a tradition. So that's what happened. It became a tradition to spend 2 to 3 times more on my dad than we did on other people. And of course, we didn't want my mom to feel left out. So then we started spending 2 to 3 times as much on my mom as well. So I know many years ago, I felt like something was off with this. I didn't know what it was, but I knew there was something not quite right. It didn't sit well with me. And I hated that pressure of always trying to find the perfect high-ticket gift because my parents are well established and they can really afford anything that they want. And so trying to find them something they didn't already have and would be, you know, big enough became so much pressure. And I felt that there was something wrong with this, but I didn't want to be the cheap sister. But I didn't know what to do. Now, here's what my problem was. I fell into the trap of transactional love. Transactional love happens in many different ways. One is expecting something in return when you give, and I've talked about that on some other videos, but in this one, it's about the compare and despair that's caused when you attempt to prove your love through gifts. Now, the pressure that I felt in doing this came from fear. Holidays is in the giving spirit, right? And there's things that can wonk up that energy. Like here's another one. You know, when we were little, we wrote letters to Santa, and somehow that morphed into kids putting in their like shop to order list. I want this, 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 and this. And parents following suit, and aunts and uncles, what's on the list? What's on the list? I see this everywhere. I see this in my own family. And, you know, there's an illusion that it makes shopping easier. And that kind of detracts a little for me. And the justification is that, oh, well, the kids, they get what they want. But see, what really happens is it detracts from the magic of finding that perfect something for that special someone and that thing that will surprise and delight them. Is any of these scenarios familiar to you? So now, here's what I want you to know, and I have a little challenge and some action steps for you today. Know that the giving spirit chokes on pressure, but it thrives on surprise. Don't get caught up in that trap of using gifts to prove your love. Love is an action verb. Act on this verb, do this verb all year round. Give from the heart, not from the wallet. And I'm going to give you a really good tip so you can find the perfect gift, okay? The perfect gift says, I know you, I get you, I love you. So when you're stuck, think about the person that you're buying for. What do you know about them? How do you get what they're all about? And then, when you keep that in mind, the gift that you give them will scream, I love you. If you know someone who is feeling the pressure of gift buying, please share this video with them.